Now to an update. Improvements to downtown Tyler Railroad crossings are in the works.
And these updates come after a traffic study showed how the changes would support revitalization efforts. As KLTV7's Lauren Tier tells us, the next step in the process is design.
This week, Tyler City Council approved a $600,000 contract with HDR Engineering to begin designing the 2024 Railroad Crossing Improvements Project. Railroad operator Union Pacific Railroad will work with the city to develop the plans, which are expected to be approved in the next 1.5 to 2 years. 4 locations are included in the project, 3 of which are downtown and in proximity to the Smith County Courthouse. City Engineer Darin Jennings says several of the locations will require precise coordination with all involved parties.
And knowing that this could take anywhere from 18 to 24 months just to get an approved set of plans from the railroad company, we want to go ahead and start the process now because that will allow for design and then construction on top of that. With
the main motivation being to finish around the same time the new courthouse is done. A traffic study showed it would improve traffic downtown if the streets had 2-way lanes. Reconfiguring the crossings is part of making those changes.
They're only 4 one-way right now. We've got approval for them to go 2-way, and we also have to work on the safety equipment for the crossing.
Jennings says the improvements will also help with the driving experience, a common complaint, especially about the crossing at Lake Street.
This will make them very smooth and very much more palatable, easier, better on the traffic, make traffic flow much better.
Lauren Tier, KLTV 7 News.
The city engineer says once the designs are complete and approved, construction of the new crossings could take between 6 to 8 months.